A debate I've still seen going on and around is the Ink Demon and the prototype, specifically the prototype from Poppy Playtime. And I just want to discuss and who would actually win and why. First, we'll go over the Ink Demon. Also, just know this is my very first explanation video ever, so I hope it does good, or at least decent. Anyways, let's get started with the Ink Demon. The Ink Demon is said to be one of the most powerful creatures within the studio. Let's go over his beast bendy feats, starting off with him whenever we first see him in Chapter 5 of the first game, The Last Reels. We see Beast Bendy casually breaking through walls, throwing around Henry, and just surviving so many attacks. By the way, Bendy is also said to be immortal, and the only way to somewhat stop him or reset the cycle is by showing him the end tape. And as for the Dark Revival, he basically does the same thing in his beast form, but the walls are somewhat a little bit bigger, but this would already put him above wall to small building level feats. Now for the Ink Demon's overall abilities. One of his main abilities that we've seen for quite a while now is his ink manipulation, where he basically floods the entire studio with ink. Another one of the Ink Demon's abilities is ink portals, where he basically phases through the walls with ink. As we see in the first game, bending the ink machine, he also has the simple things such as regeneration, overwhelming strength, speed, agility, and overall control within the studio. And one of his best feats here, in my opinion at least, is killing his own creator, which is Joey Drew. Even though Joey was technically already dead, with Bendy out of the way, his overall scaling is town level. But if you want to include those multiversal statements or whatever, yeah, you can go ahead and do that, but just know then this wouldn't be really a fair fight. I mean, it still isn't a fair fight at all. You could just know that, but now let's get started with the prototype from Poppy Playtime. One of the most iconic durability feats from the prototype is him surviving a train crash, him being shot by electricity and surviving so casually, and just the fact that he was overall able to survive all of that without basically taking a real scratch. And as for his speed feats, he's able to catch up with the moving train. The prototype is said to travel at 100 to 217 miles per hour, which is about relevant to subsonic speeds at least. Another key detail about the prototype is the fact that he doesn't just attack right off the bat. He actually stalks you, observing your strengths and weaknesses and uses them against you. But how would this fare up against Bendy? Let's find out on who would actually win between the two. It's Bendy. It's Bendy, it's always Bendy, it always has been. Even in Bendy's Ink Demon form, he would still beat the prototype. Ink Bendy was casually able to tear apart Shipaway Wilson and just drag him back into the ink. He would do the same to the prototype. And if the prototype would try to stab Bendy, which he likely would, it wouldn't really affect Bendy that much, or it wouldn't really do anything at all, because he would just simply regenerate. And Bendy is just so much faster than the prototype at all. So yeah, Bendy wins. And if you want to use the red smoke argument, it wouldn't affect Bendy either. But yeah, Bendy would win. It's not close. It's never been close. Have a good day.